Hey everyone, this is day 5, and I actually got to weigh myself this morning because I was at home. So I'm now 150.5. The first day I was 157, so I've lost 6.5 pounds by the 5th day. And I didn't get to weigh myself yesterday, but it was like a 2 pound decrease from 2 days ago. So I'm assuming that I lost a pound yesterday and I lost a pound today. And I wasn't really sure. Like, I was like, oh man, I might not lose weight because like it's been really hot here. Like, I live in Portland, Oregon, and usually it's rainy and not very hot. And even this whole summer hasn't been very hot. Like 80 has been like the highest, and now it's getting closer to like the hundreds, like 92. And I know that people that live in sunnier places are probably like, wow. Like, my friend lives in Vegas and she's like, yeah, it's like 110. And I'm like, how do you do anything? Well, anyways, I was watching a whole bunch of your guys' videos yesterday, and I learned how to make those lemon truffles, I think they are. Lemon somethings. I don't know. They look really good. They're made with like the coconut butter. And so then I watched another person's video who I also subscribed to, and I can't think of anyone's names right now because I don't know your guys' names yet. But she showed how to make the coconut butter like homemade. And so I was gonna go to the, so I had it all planned out last night. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store in the morning and go buy shredded coconut. And also another person on here was talking about how they put coconut creamer in their coffee. And so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get that too because I really miss having creamer in my coffee. I worked at a coffee shop for 3 years, and so I used to have coffee every single day, multiple times a day. I still have coffee multiple times a day, but now I just put like a little bit of milk in it. But I was trying to drink it black, and I mean, I can drink coffee black. It's just it's like more of a treat type tasting if it has a little bit of cream in it, you know? Like, I like the taste of coffee black, but it's just not as fun to drink it black. So I think I'm going to try that out. But anyways, the reason why I thought that I was going to gain or like maintain, not lose, yesterday was because it was so hot in my apartment. We don't have air conditioning or anything, and like we have 2 fans in our apartment, so it's hot in here. It was just so hot, and I always make, like, when I'm not on HCG, I always make smoothies and like blended coffees and stuff for myself. And like, so usually, like, so if I'm not on HCG, I'll do 8 ounces of milk, 8 ounces of water, or no, about 4 ounces of milk, 4 ounces of water. Yeah, I'll do like half milk, half water, and then a tablespoon of instant coffee and a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and then 2 sweet and lows, and then a cup of ice, and blend that all together. So I was like, oh man, I really want that right now. It's so hot in here. So I ended up making that, but I put 1 tablespoon of milk, and then the rest of the, so I pretty much did 8 ounces of water, 1 tablespoon of milk, 2 sweet and lows, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and a cup of ice, and blended that all together, and it tasted delicious. Like, I mean, it tasted the same as when I do the 4 ounces of milk. So, well, it probably didn't, but to me it did. But yeah, that was really good. But I didn't just do it once; I did it twice, and so yeah. And then I was like so starving when I got home yesterday that I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the last of my cottage cheese, because I tried making a cheesecake thing that I saw online with the cottage cheese that I'd seen last round that I was on HCG, and so I tried to make that where you like blend up the cottage cheese and add like sweet and low or stevia and lemon juice, and it wasn't good. I don't know. I guess maybe I just made it wrong, but it wasn't good. So I ended up throwing that out. But that used up like one of my servings of cottage cheese. Yeah. So anyway, so I was down to the bottom of my cottage cheese, and it didn't look like a full serving, and so I like put it on the scale thing, and it was 50 grams, and I was like, oh man, that's only 50 grams. I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna eat it anyways. And so but then after I finished eating it, I was like, oh my god, I'm so retarded. Sorry, no, I'm so dumb. Okay, so instead of putting the, like, container thing that I always weigh my stuff in on the scale and then putting the cottage cheese on it, I just had it in its little container and put it on the scale without, like, the other container that, like, weighs it down. So I don't know if it was really 50 grams. It was probably like 75 grams or closer to 100. But anyway, so I don't know how much cottage cheese I had yesterday. It could have been over 100 grams. It could have been under 100 grams. I don't know. And then I had tuna fish, which I never actually tried last round, but I read online that some people have tuna fish and it's fine. And so I had that, and I chopped up like celery and like squirted mustard all over it and put salt and pepper in it and some onion powder and just like mixed it all up really good. And it just kind of reminds me of like a tuna salad that my mom always makes, or she used to make when I was a little kid, but that actually had like noodles and mayonnaise and celery and tuna fish, and yeah, I don't know, it's good. Oh, I think I put a sweet and low in it also because my family, we always use Miracle Whip, so things are more like tangy or sweeter tasting, so I'm used to that. So I put a sweet and low in there with the mustard. Anyways, so today so far, but anyways, sorry about all of that. I also had a tomato yesterday and a cucumber. I sliced it up and broiled it and put salt and pepper on it, and then that was it. I didn't have my second fruit serving, so maybe that saved me from the carbs that might have been in the milk. I don't know. Anyway, so today I've had I had cucumber like boiled in water. I just like sliced it into thin slices and boiled it in water, and because I didn't want it to be like crispy like when I broil it, I just wanted to cook it. Yeah, I cooked some cucumber, and then I had chicken, and then I put I just poured some like I poured some Bragg's into a bowl and put a sweet and low in there and like a little bit of hot sauce and just like mixed that up, and it kind of ended up tasting like teriyaki sauce, and so I like poured that all over the whole thing, so it was like a teriyaki vegetable chicken thing. That's what I had so far today. I'm really rambling. This is gonna be a long video. Anyways, so about the coconut that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, I really want to try that. That sounds really good. So I was planning on going to the store. The store is 2 miles away. I walk everywhere or take the bus. And so walking 2 miles in 95-degree weather, maybe I'm just a baby, but that doesn't sound like fun to me. So I think I'm going to wait till tonight when it's like 80 degrees or 75 degrees and walk there then. But I was really excited because I looked online to see where they sell like the coconut creamer, and it actually said that it was at the Fred Meyer's by my house, so the one that's like 2 miles away. So I don't have to even go far to get it, and I'm pretty excited about that. And I also need to go buy more tomatoes and stuff because I'm addicted to tomatoes with vinegar and salt and pepper, and I ran out. I was going to have one today. Actually, I was going to try to make some like tomato sauce out of it with like some seasonings and blah blah blah, but then I went and looked in the fridge and I had no more tomatoes, so yeah, that's my update. I never know how to finish these videos. Hopefully everyone else is having a lovely day.